All right, y'all. May 25, it's Memorial Day. Indy 500 just ended. I don't know, I don't watch much racing on TV, if at all, really, anymore. So, I don't know. I didn't sit and watch the whole thing. Actually, me and the wife were gone two and a half hour trip to Home Depot and spent a couple $100 on paint for the deck. We didn't buy the lumber yet because I'm hemming and hawing about which place I want to buy it from. We need 16-foot long lengths of wood. So really, if it was any less than, say, eight or less boards, I could probably sneak it through the sliding window of the truck up to the dash and probably be able to get them home. But we need twice that many. Just doesn't make sense to fudge it in. You know, I'm not going to replace 4-foot, 6-foot pieces between beams. If there's a bad spot and it looks like it's tore up, and I'll show you where the grain is opened up, we may as well just replace the whole board. So, buddy Chuck, hey Chuck, we called Chuck on our way home from Home Depot, and he's got a flatbed trailer, so we can meet him up at the Home Depot and load up on some lumber maybe sometime this week. Staying on top of the grass. I mean, here we are. You know, I mean, we've gotten, just like Bob was saying, ton of rain in the Northeast here, and that's worse than direct sunlight for the grass, because the more it rains, the faster it grows. So I did the side 40 yesterday to stay on top of it. The house and the yard, where I finished up the back and then recut the front the same day. It's gonna need it. If I don't do it till, say, tomorrow, or at the very least Tuesday, it's gonna be too long again, and we're gonna be bagging it up, and then it's just a pain in the rear. So everything revolves around cutting the grass out here now. Got out here yesterday, and I had intended to just do the first half. Right, and then take the big red cabinet and the other stuff in the freezer and move them over onto here, and then do this half today, right? But as I started going, I thought, you know what, man, all this needs to get done, because all of her stuff that goes underneath this bench needs to get the heck out of my way, because I've got a go-kart to prep and get ready to go over the next 2 weeks. Not just stickers on it, you know. Got new tie rods go on. We've got Patrick's alignment plates, which I know a lot of you guys with your laser beam don't agree with that, but it's worked fine for an American go-kart for 50 years. So I think we'll be okay. I think I'll be all right without laser beam alignment. But so we've got, you know, we want to get the place cleared out. As you can see, when I decided to move that stuff out of here, I didn't take anything out of this cabinet. And it is, man, it's heavy. That thing is heavy. It's loaded. I'm going to have to unload it and rock this thing up onto one side. And we're going to take this piece of wood that we just bought, cut a foot off it, because it's 2 foot deep by 3 foot wide. We bought casters. We're going to put this thing on wheels so it's easy to maneuver around. Because inevitably, when we get our curtain up in here, which we're going to want to do before too long, we're going to want, I think I want all those cabinets on wheels. That way they're just easy to move. None of them are really a workbench, so it's not like you're going to be, you know, doing things like this to them or whatever. Like to be able to move them, so, you know, I don't know if we're going to toss this ducting, but a lot of this stuff I'm going to be using over there doing my bench, because as I showed you, or maybe I explained it before, you see we got this 2x4 on an angle here. We also have the 2x4s for the shelf, so we'd have to put another 2x4, same way we did over there to put those cabinets up. And because the cabinets can't get screwed into up here, because the radio is there and the wiring is there, even if we move the radio, the wiring is there. So what we'll do is we'll put a 2x4 and we'll put plywood. And what I'll do is I'll use 2x4 is 1.5 inches thick, right? What I'll do is I'll use this insulation, which is 1.5 inches thick, to take up that void behind the plywood, because, and really, to be honest, I should look into buying at least another sheet of that stuff and stick it behind all these cabinets as well, because I don't want the critters, the flying critters and spiders, to be building a home back in there. They're good, you know, you're going to get some pests and what have you anyway, but you don't want to make it easy for them, you know. So that's what I'm going to work on today, is first getting all of her stuff loaded back up underneath here, and then I'll empty this stuff out, I guess, right onto the ground. It's just cans and containers and what have you. Get this thing worked up, get our casters on the board, get the board. I got steel corner deals that'll attach to the wood and then attach to the side of the cabinet so it can't fall off. And then I guess we're good to go. We can start moving all these cabinets back in. I have a feeling some of this stuff is still going to be sitting here when I get back from Mid-Ohio. We want to get the freezer in there and start making ice, freezing up some ice for her margaritas, and of course get the thing tuned up so we can get some meat delivered and have our meat storage out here too. But again, work in progress. Now at the summer with the grass cutting taking multiple days out of our week. I can't cut all this grass in one day. I have when I was motivated. I'm not motivated anymore. Yeah, got to do what we got to do, and there's only one of us. And there's plenty of projects going on. We got the sliding back door that we got to take apart, put the tin on the back of the garage. We got the lean-to we got the mother dove has 2 babies up under. We need to get the lean-to built, fixed, whatever. Sherry's girlfriend just come and they own the concrete company. They do the basement foundations and basements and stuff. And she said they have asphalt millings that she's going to have a truckload dumped off here and a dozer to move it around and roll it and flatten it out. That's all fine and dandy and nice, but I mean, I can't do that until I'm ready. And we've got this bench and cabinet project to do, along with the other things I just explained, to get our garage in order. When we come back from the track, we're gonna have to use the trailer as storage as well. We're gonna have to put go-karts in the trailer so we can work up in here. I can't have the 4-banger, the Yama Dog, the lay-down shifter just sitting in here all summer. If it was just this one and this stuff wasn't here, that gives us a heck of a lot more room. But we don't intend to leave all this here either. This was just temporary for right now. Big Daddy needs a bigger building. He needs another building or 2. There you go. So that's the quick update for right now. The brown paint turned out nice. Love it. Dig it. It's going to look nice with these on the floor. We'll go ahead and start loading this stuff in so we can get it out of the way and be able to work around through here anyway, be able to get to a vise and some air tools and what have you. And then get busy on this and just move forward. Got the big tree, half of the big tree in the backyard I have to get taken down. I'd like to do it before we open the pool, but the deck's got to get done too. So you see where I'm at. You see, I need a cloning laboratory, RPM cloning laboratory, where I can just clone about 4 more of myself, and they'll know what I'm thinking because they're me, and they can just go about doing it, and they'll be doing it my way because they would be clones. So I don't know, man. It'll get better. Keep your chin up, folks. To all those folks out there who've had military and first responding family members that are no longer with us, Godspeed, God bless, we're praying for you. Saying thank you for your service is not, just doesn't seem adequate anymore, the world we're living in. So that's all I got for you. It will get better because Jesus is coming. He's coming for all of us. That you can bank on. We'll see you next time. I got to get to work.